Gen Z slang. Now, over the past couple of years, due to apps like TikTok, IG, and YouTube, there's been a lot of different trendy slang. Now, if I gotta be real with you, Gen Z slang has to be some of the goofiest, most dumbass slang I've ever heard. Some of the slang that Gen Z has come up with quite literally makes zero sense. I'm talking about every time I hear anyone say shit like this, it just makes me want to cringe inside. Now, today, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be discussing and breaking down some of these forbidden slang terms. 2023 needs to be the last year any of you saying shit like this. Seriously, if any of you watching this video continue to use this slang, there will be consequences. First, we got Rizz. Now, this is easily the most popular slang of them all. Now, Rizz is a slang used for when dudes are spinning game to a female. You know, hitting the old Duke Dennis classic on the bitch. You'll see a clip of some guy talking to a female, and in the comments, you just see a bunch of 13-year-old virgins like, "Oh my god, Mr. Rizz, the Rizzler, the Rizz God, the Rizz King." Now, Rizz has easily become one of the most annoying types of slang on the internet, mainly because most of the people who use this slang are nerds who sit on the computer all day and never talk to women. So they think that a guy simply having a conversation with the woman is somehow Rizz. Like, no, little Timmy, it's not Rizz. It's called not being a loser. Like, you know, a word has become cringe and annoying when even the creators of the slang are starting to become tired of it. To be honest, Rizz is a slang that needs to go ahead and die already. Next, we got NPC. Now, this is a slang that is actually quite new, to be honest. It's a way of saying how someone just acts like an NPC in a video game, like they have no mind of their own. They just act like complete robots. Now, what makes this slang so annoying is that you could just be doing some normal activity. You know, something that everybody does, like brushing their teeth. And people will literally call you an NPC for that. Bro, you're actually an NPC, bro. Like, how is me brushing my teeth make me an NPC? I'm talking about you could be walking down the street. Oh my gosh, bro, look at that NPC. Look how he just walks down the street. It's like you can't even be a normal average person nowadays because that somehow makes you an NPC. Next, we got Ohio. Now, to this day, I have no idea why this slang became a thing. Like, why did people randomly choose Ohio as a state to be made fun of? Why not Alaska or some shit? Like, does anybody really know what the fuck goes down in Alaska for real? Now, you'll usually see people using this slang by saying things like only in Ohio, down in Ohio, must be in Ohio, and they'll usually comment this stuff under the most weird post. Pretty much, people just make it seem as if anything located in the state of Ohio is the most weird and diabolical thing ever. Like, it'll be a video of a crackhead on the block and someone will comment, "Your typical father in Ohio." The Ohio slang got so bad, they literally turned it into a meme song that started going viral on TikTok. Now, honestly, I feel bad for anybody that lives in Ohio, bro. Over the last couple of years, y'all have had to deal with people basically clowning y'all for just living in Ohio, be making you feel ashamed just because you were born in a certain state. Next, we got It's Giving. Now, I know we've all heard this about 1,000 times before. This is a slang mainly used by those Karens on Twitter who have no social life. They usually use this slang to reply to a tweet someone said that pissed them off. One of the most common ways they'll use this phrase is, "It's giving small dick energy." Like, no, bitch, it's giving you need to lose 50 pounds before you have a heart attack. I don't know why, but people who actually say shit like this just give me single mother with 10 different baby daddies energy. And it comes as no surprise to me that this corny phrase comes from TikTok. Next, we got Let 'em cook. Now, this slang is mainly used for when someone's doing good at something. Like when your homie going crazy in the studio, everybody will be like, "Let him cook, let him cook." This is mainly just slang used to encourage someone. But I'm not gonna lie though, sometimes when people say this shit, they're just straight up lying to each other. Like, someone will say some dumb shit and it'll be that one idiot in the corner saying, "Let him cook, bro, let him cook." Like, hell nah. Get that nigga out the kitchen before he burns it down. Don't ever let that man cook again. Next, we got mid. Now, this is a slang used to describe someone or something that's mediocre. You know, something that's not necessarily bad, but not good either. Now, this easily has to be one of the most overused and oversaturated slang created by Gen Z, mainly because of how people just throw this word around. If something isn't absolutely amazing, people would just call it mid. Your favorite anime? Mid. Your favorite rapper? Mid. Some fine ass IG baddie? Mid. It's gotten to the point people just started calling shit mid for the fun of calling it mid. And most of the time, the shit they call mid isn't even mid. Like, for example, let's say the new season of Stranger Things, a show that most people would call amazing, came out. There will always be that one guy that will be like, "To be honest, that show is mid." Overall, this slang pretty much has no meaning to me anymore. Next, we got mommy. Now, this is easily the most down bad slang there is. You'll usually see people say this under a post of some pretty TikToker. This is supposed to be a slang used to let the girl know she's really pretty, but it usually comes off extremely creepy. Like, for one, why is it when you see a good looking girl, your first thought is to call her mommy? Like, why does the word mommy even come to your mind? Also, do y'all not understand how sad this makes you look when you say shit like this in girls' comment sections? Like, I know it's supposed to be a way to get a girl's attention, but this just seems straight up embarrassing. Next, we got period. This is another slang commonly used by females on the internet. Now, females will mainly use this slang when they see someone say something they agree with. Let's say some internet host starts talking about how they finessed their baby daddy out of 10K. You'll see all the brain dead single women in the comments talking about some, "Oh my god, period, period poo, period bitch." Like, they really trying to make it seem as if this woman is spitting facts or some shit. This woman just admitted to being a fucking scammer and a gold digger and y'all are complimenting her. Or better yet, sometimes they'll use it as a phrase as a way to tell each other they look good. For example, let's say some bitch who looks like Ursula from Little Mermaid posts on IG. A bunch of her friends will spam the comments talking about some period queen, period sis, period, knowing damn well this girl is ugly as fuck. Just straight lying to her face. Like this girl looks like she came straight out of One Piece and y'all acting like she's some model or something. Next we got me personally. Now this is a classic phrase used to instigate almost any situation. I can't tell you how many countless fights I've seen break out just from somebody saying these two deadly words. All it takes is that one nigga in the back to be like, now me personally, and the entire lunchroom would break out into a brawl. It didn't matter if the situation was as small as some guy stepping on someone's shoe. Somebody was gonna get to fighting. Now the funniest part is that usually the people who say this the most are usually the last ones to get into a fight. Like how you so quick to instigate a fight but be the first one running the minute you get pressed. These be the dudes that turn into Speed Racer the minute they're faced with any type of confrontation. Next we got twin. Now this is a slang that was really popularized by rappers. Like you'll commonly hear rappers say, oh that's my twin in their songs. Now twin has pretty much become the new version of bro. Now what I kind of don't understand about this slang is that the word twin is supposed to be used to describe two people who look identical. You know, two people who basically look like the same person. Now the other day one of my good friends came up to me and was like, yo what's good twin? Now this friend and I look absolutely nothing alike. Now obviously I'm not an idiot. I know he meant it as like a what's good bro, but you gotta admit it. It sounds weird when two people who look completely different call each other twin. Like unless you haven't noticed, we look nothing alike. That's still my twin forever though. Next we got W and L. Now this slang is kind of weird because it's not really a phrase. Pretty much when someone says W it means it's good, and when someone says L it means it's bad. For example, if someone says W fit, it means you have a good outfit on. But if someone says L fit, it means your outfit is terrible. Now this is another one of those slang that is starting to become overused in my opinion. Like it's starting to get annoying hearing people constantly be like W that, L this. To be honest, this slang really speaks volumes to how lazy we are as people. Like we're too lazy to say the word good or bad, so we replaced it with W and L. That's kind of crazy when you think about it. Prime Gen Z moment, ladies and gentlemen. Next we got munch. Now munch is pretty much another way of calling a guy a simp. It's usually used to describe dudes who are willing to spend their entire paycheck on a female that doesn't even like them. This slang was pretty much created by Ice Spice, you know, the queen of munches herself. And let me tell you, once TikTok got a hold of this, they never let it go. When I tell you for at least a month, when I would go on TikTok, all I would see is females saying, that nigga munch, nigga either he ate it for lunch. They were rapping this like it was the greatest bar in hip-hop history. And the funniest part is that most of the girls who made these type of TikToks were ugly as shit. Like you wish you could have a guy munch over you. Overall, if I gotta be honest, this word is annoying as hell. But that's about it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy today's video, please don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. In the comments, tell me what you guys think is the most annoying slang created by Gen Z. As always, comment some more video ideas you guys would like for me to do. I really want to be way more consistent this summer for you guys, and you guys giving me recommendations would really help. But yeah, that's about it. See ya.